Today we're going to talk about the 2019 Chevrolet Spark. It's the smallest car in the Chevrolet lineup, a car that weighs about 2,300 pounds. It has 98 horsepower out of a 1.4 liter four-cylinder engine, and you can buy one for around $18,000, $19,000 fully loaded before any kind of discounts. Currently right now in the Northeast region, you can save up to 19% off one of these if you have a non-General Motors vehicle in the household. You know, to buy something like what I'm sitting in right now for between $16,000 and $17,000 in the state of New Jersey right now is a great deal. Let's go for a ride and see what she's all about. This vehicle does have a Cvt transmission, which is continuously variable. You know, it works perfect in this car. Again, a very lightweight car with 98 horsepower, and the CVT works very efficiently in it. This particular one I sold, I'm actually just going to the gas station right now to fill it up. I have customers coming to pick it up at around 4 o'clock. It's gonna be a perfect car for them. It's a family. Their daughter is getting her permit tomorrow, I believe, and then the son later on in the year. So it's gonna be a car that they can practice on, learn on, and drive essentially and share once they get their driver's license. Now this car does have a lot of safety features in it. It does have 10 airbags, okay? So you have front airbags, you have your seat mounted side airbags, you have your head curtain airbags, and this vehicle does have our knee airbags. It also has traction control, stability management, and this particular one is a 2LT, and for $295, you can add a confidence package. And that confidence package is gonna give you a forward collision alert, a lane departure warning, and it even has forward low-speed automatic braking, which means from 50 miles per hour down, this car can try to stop itself to lessen an impact or to avoid it altogether. Great features to have when you have you know, children or teenagers, I should say, that are just starting to drive. Now, I just went down that bumpy road like I always do, and I tell you what, for a 2,300 pound vehicle, the car feels solid. It's actually pretty impressive. When this vehicle first came out, one of the first things I did was I took it out on the highway. I wanted to see how the car handled on the highway next to tractor trailers and things like that. And one of the things I was very impressed with was my anticipation was going to be that the car was going to kind of get blown all over the road, and you were going to feel that, you know, you get next to a tractor trailer and that wind that they bring with them, it's going to kind of move the car around in the lane, and it didn't do that. You know, it was very impressive in my opinion. It feels very solid. This is a front-wheel drive vehicle. It has ABS, it has StabiliTrak, it has traction control. So all the main features, again, of safety that you want in a car, this does have. And it has a lot of technology in it too. Every LT is gonna have a backup camera. It's gonna have the ability to do Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on this touchscreen radio here, which is full color. It's super easy to use. It's, you know, it's compatible where you can do Bluetooth, or if you plug into USB, you can see Waze, Google Maps, Apple Maps, Pandora, Spotify, all different apps right on the screen. Now in this 2LT model, this also has a nice leatherette interior, and it gives you heated seats. You know, now when you look at an LT versus a 2LT, for a little bit more money, you get a lot more features. Some other features that are exclusive to the 2LT is a keyless access system with push button start. You get some extra chrome trim and chrome door handles, and it has an updated driver information center that you control with your stalk here on the left. And as you change to different pages, it'll give you all different information like trip odometers and things like that. That beeping you're hearing is the rear park assist sensors, which also come in a 2LT. And for a little added comfort, you get a leather wrapped steering wheel. We do have a 1LT as well. I might take that for a little bit of a longer ride. Since this vehicle's sold, I don't want to go anywhere further than just a gas station, and get it on the highway a little bit and kind of show you what it feels like as you're driving it, you know, in some real world situations. Now, like I say in all my videos, I am 6'5". I have plenty of headroom. I have plenty of leg room. You know, for driving this car, it's more than comfortable. There is an armrest on the side of the chair here that you can pull down to have a little extra comfort. And it rides nice. The car handles very well. You'll see you have your two symbols that are green on the information cluster. That means the camera can see the vehicle in front of me. It could also see the lane lines on the road. That's part of that confidence package. We're gonna get this one set up so we can deliver it, and maybe we will go back out in the 1LT that we have just to get a little bit more of a ride and a feel for what this vehicle is all about. This is a Caribbean Blue LT model Spark, a 1LT. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue our test drive that we started earlier. I am going to fast forward us directly to where we would have left off, which would be at the gas station. What I'm noticing about driving this vehicle is that it has 98 horsepower, right? Which sounds like absolutely nothing. Like, when have you seen a car that has less than 100 horsepower? However, with the transmission in this car, this continuously variable transmission, it just knows where it needs to be in the RPM range to accelerate the vehicle. So it actually has very good throttle response, and it's quite impressive for what it is. It'll be interesting to see how it handles this merge-in here in our normal test drive acceleration zone onto the highway. So we are all clear, and we're gonna get on it. And what you'll notice is you do hear the engine. It's screaming. I'd have to look up what the 0 to 60 time is on this. I'm not 100% sure, just because I don't think anybody really rates the Spark at 0 to 60 time. But what they do rate this on is just a very efficient car. Does up to 38 miles per gallon on the highway. It's small enough to park literally anywhere, probably in a city. So if you live in any kind of a metropolitan area, you know, this could be a very good car for you. And the car we're in right now is about 17,700, I believe. It's a straight LT. The only option you could add to an LT model is a sunroof, which this one does not have. That would add $1,000. Now, in the Northeast region with our current incentives, as of now, you can save up to 19% if you qualify for all of the rebates. You have to have a non-GM car in the family. So if you qualify for that and you save 19%, that brings the price of this car down to just over $14,000 for a brand new car. And it's a brand new car with a full warranty, a 3-year, 36,000 mile limited bumper to bumper, a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain, 5-year, 60,000 miles of roadside assistance with courtesy transportation. You know, the vehicle has OnStar, so you're going to get a free month of OnStar. It has satellite radio complimentary for 3 months. Right now I'm cruising about 55 miles an hour. Car handles great. It holds the road very well. It definitely feels more substantial than it looks. We got the light here. It holds the road. A little bit of body roll going into the corner, into the turn, but then nice smooth on the throttle. Good acceleration. That was about halfway down on the throttle. It's a nice little car. Nice little car. So if you're in the market for a Chevrolet, or you're in the market for a new car, definitely give Chevrolet a look. Stop by your local dealer. If you are looking for one of these, what they would call a subcompact, I would definitely check out a Spark, you know, when you're comparing different makes and models, because it does ride real nice. All right, let's do a little bit of acceleration here. Again, you can hear the engine kind of screaming. You definitely hear the noise of the motor when you're on the throttle. When you're just cruising at speed, you know, we're cranking along here at about 1800 RPM right now. And, you know, it's very quiet. It's only when you're heavy on the throttle to accelerate, to merge in, that you're gonna really hear that engine noise a lot. But other than that, it's a pretty quiet car, not a lot of road noise. So that's pretty much it. This is the 2019 Chevrolet Spark. Hope you enjoyed the ride. Hope you got a little bit of information out of it. If you have any questions at all, please put them in the comments below. I'd love to answer them all. And if this content helped you in any way, the only thing I would ask in return is if you hit that subscribe button or give me a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. All right, real quick, I just want to recap this for you for the pricing, right? So a 2019 Chevrolet Spark 1LT, MSRP starts at $17,095. The Caribbean Blue one we drove was $17,490 because the Caribbean Blue cost extra, $300 and some odd dollars. If you go to a 2LT, you're stepping up to $18,595. So it's $1,500 more for the options we discussed if you go to a 2LT. If you add the extra safety, which is the forward collision alert, the lane departure warning, and the auto braking, low-speed auto braking, that adds $295. Both models you can add a sunroof to for $1,000. And again, currently as of today's date, March 19th, in the Northeast region where I am, in New Jersey, if you qualify for the incentives, you can save up to 19% off on one of these cars. So definitely take a look at it. If you have any questions, like I said just a little bit earlier, put them in the comments below. I'd love to answer them all. Thank you for watching.